that shiny new partnership for us here in Mesa. Leigh Waters on center court first for the round of 32 with first serve against Genie Erokhina. Wow, nice opening start for Genie Erokhina.
Yeah, I kind of said this yesterday. When you're the underdog, you want to start well, put a little scoreboard pressure on a higher ranked player.
That's such a good pass. I mean, you talk about efficiency, Leigh Waters does it best.
She certainly does. No one plays quicker than her. No one, probably the only person out here that never takes a point off, right? She's focused and dialed in every point.
And then goes for the drop volley. We were talking about it before the match, too. She's so efficient. I mean, she breezes through the draws, but has a lot more work than a lot of these players out here week in and weekend out.
Right, yeah, we always talk about how fast she plays. Oh, she's so efficient, which she is. But you got to remember, she's playing 5 singles matches, 5 mixed doubles matches, 5 gender doubles matches every week.
Efficient because she has to be.
Right, if she does that and plays 20 tournaments, that's 300 matches over the course of a year. That's a lot of pickleball.
Compounding reps. Good to see her with that knee brace off. And she did not play singles in Tucson to give that knee a break.
Phenomenal bank from Leigh Waters. And she does what all the greats do in any sport. She makes things look easy.
Yes.
Right? When you watch her move around the court, watch how she hits forehands, backhands, serves, returns, really anything. It looks easy, but it's not. She's put so much time in, done so many reps with all those shots.
Yeah, to your point, I think she's a player that you watch and you almost feel like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then you get out there and realize the degree of difficulty of what she's doing.
Right, you can do it if you're a good athlete and you go practice for 7 hours a day for years and years and years and years. And you probably still won't be as good at her, but you could try. Even that angle there, it hits the tape and goes wide. But a lot of players that's a dink angle. Leigh Waters, not with her. That's a kind of a hard cross-court angle. If that goes in, it's just so lethal. If you're Erokhina here, you just got to keep coming in. She's one of the taller players on the tour. Got to impose kind of that tall frame that she has. But it does put a little extra pressure on players to hit passing shots.
Wow, what a get from Waters. Cross court, fade away, touch shot. Erokhina not happy about something, but
I think it's the shadows. This is an amazing center court. It's not an indoor court, but covered.
Oh, wow.
so easy and clean. But going back to the court, you could see some shadows on the court, but that's true with a lot of courts. Based on where the sun is, based if you have shade, everyone's got to deal with sun and shadows. It goes both ways. It's an issue that all players have to deal with, not just one side. That always bugged me on the tennis court when players complain about a light or something in an indoor court. Look, it's the same for everyone.
Baseline hitting from Leigh Waters. And to your point earlier, the one thing Leigh Waters is not is tall. We talk about that a lot. Perhaps that natural length for Erokhina is a winning formula, but no, Leigh Waters still finds ways to utilize her athleticism.
Right, she anticipates so well. Her court positioning and court awareness and just her general knowledge of the game is so good. It's like she's always in the right place at the right time, so you don't see her kind of stretching out.
I think we're on to something. Inside out slapper to close. I mean, the awareness, you know, in one side of her vision, she's watching where the opposing player's going, and then the other, she's eyeing where she's going to hit it. And even from where Erokhina is approaching from, can't cover the angle.
No, and if you're Erokhina, when you're at the net, you got to just guess it at this point. You know, when you're playing Anna Leigh, her passing shots are so good. You got to take chances and pick sides.
It's a nice ball from Erokhina. It's got to be so frustrating, though. I mean, it's like you hit the best shot of your life, and then you're still guessing.
Right, and even that point there, you hit the, you know, an amazing shot, a baseline winner, and in your head, you're thinking, are those the shots I have to hit over and over again to maybe win this match? Remember a few times early on in my tennis career, I played Novak Djokovic. It was the first point of the match. And I won the point, but it was like a 25-ball rally. And I won it, remember thinking, I can't do this for another 3 hours. I'm like, that's not going to be possible. I feel like sometimes that's what people feel like playing Anna Leigh.
It's got to be. Game point for Waters at 10-1 in just over 10 minutes' time. Efficient work, to say the least. Waters strikes the winner to take the first game off Erokhina. 11-1. Domination would be an understatement to what we just saw. Anna Leigh Waters continues to cook in singles. We'll be back with more in game 2. And how about that for domination? Thanks to Jim Ramsey for our great stat notes.
We could say so many great things about Anna Leigh Waters, but her ball striking.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of players strike the ball well, but it rarely seems like she doesn't hit the ball in the center of that paddle, exactly where she wants to make contact. It's struck so clean every time.
Yeah, like how is it that there's never a miss hit?
Nice dink from Erokhina, forcing Anna Leigh to try to come up with a difficult shot. I'm kind of surprised when Anna Leigh doesn't make some of these balls.
Ooh, nice. Great approach for Erokhina.
And Erokhina anticipated well there. She was kind of ready for the down-the-line pass. Not only moves up, but puts a nice volley away.
Just missing the baseline, but had the opening touch. Yeah, Erokhina, she didn't play bad by any means in the first game, just running into Anna Leigh Waters.
She's doing a better job game 2, kind of keeping it close early at least. She's hit a few good returns, a few good passes herself in game 2.
Ooh, chip shot cross court.
You can see Anna Leigh so efficient. Like we always say, gets the ball right up to the line. I'm surprised more players don't try to control the tempo against her a little bit more. I know it's a difficult thing to just do.
Yeah.
But she controls the tempo of every match she plays in, whether that's singles, doubles, or mixed doubles. It seems like everyone is playing on her timeline.
Yeah. How would you go about controlling the tempo? What are some ways you could do that? Start messing with the... Wow. I mean,
So
point and pace.
You know, play slower, take longer, slower steps to the sideline. Try to make her wait a little bit, or speed it up as fast as you can, or a mix of the two. Anything to just get her out of this rhythm that she seems to get in, and then next thing you know, she's reeled off 7 points in a row.
Right. And even that last third, trickling over with heavy topspin. She's almost falling backwards and in not in a vulnerable position, but not in a perfect position, and still finds a perfect shot out of it.
Not sure what happened, if Annalie called a return out. It was like both balls were on the outside of the line.
Yeah. Annalie's questioning whether or not she can challenge a part of the play. She's asking if she can challenge Genie's shot that was down the line. So I think she called it out and is asking if she can challenge that call, but it's, I believe you have to call it.
That's one of my favorite things about Annalie Water. 11-1, 3-1, fighting for every point. Yeah. That's what makes her a champion.
Oh! Erokhina gets away with one there, perhaps. Waters tracked it down, just missed the follow-up execution.
A couple nice points in a row from Erokhina. Ties it up at 3.
Ooh.
Well hit passing shot, drift just a little wide.
Just a baby down the line from Waters. Backhand beauty on display. Stealing back the 1-point lead. That's why that's a nice play from Erokhina. Depth, getting to the kitchen first. That could be another key to utilize that length. Oh.
2 points ago is backhand down the line. Now we got a forehand up the line. And those are shots it looks like she could take that angle if she wanted as well. The balls are just hit so hard that they're almost by Erokhina before she's even split stepping.
Just long.
And Erokhina's got to do everything she can to not go into baseline rallies with Annalie Water.
Right.
You got to get win or lose at the net if you're her. Use that height.
Well, she tried to there, and Waters gained leverage, even though Genie funneled that ball to the middle. Still, Waters finds a passing shot deep from the middle of the court. Game 2. But then Waters exploded for a couple of points, and now the scoreline looks a bit lopsided. Waters continues her tear on the scoreline.
If you get a chance, watch the Waters' footwork. It's so efficient. She's not taking extra steps. Seems like those feet are always in position right before she makes contact. That's what makes her have such perfect contact before each shot.
Really is world class. I mean, she could have went pro in soccer at the age of 12 as well. She had a choice to make, pursue pickleball or pro soccer, and imagine what kind of flack she got for that with where the sports were at the time. And look where she is now. Great rally there from Genie Erokhina.
These passing shots, that's hit 14 inches over the net, hard, it's low. Even if Erokhina can get to that, what are you going to do with that ball?
Shoveled it wide at match point. Waters takes it in 2, 11-1, 11-3, 24 minutes, and the world #1 breezing in the round of 32 to the round of 16. Your thoughts, Sam Querrey, on this domination?
We'd see it time and time again, right?